Let's see. Remove that one. Save the changes. We out here getting good, so make sure we straight. What's going on, family, man? This is Miles Austin here, MTMV Sports, the full 94. How y'all feeling? I hope everybody is feeling good this morning. I got the team with me, as always. Will T, C, what's going on? How y'all feeling this morning?
Hi, guys. I missed you.
That's a big fact. That's a big fact. I got to have you back, C.
Yes, I'm glad to be back.
Yes, man. Hey, Will, what's up, fella? How you doing?
I'm good, man. My Sixers looking good. We was talking about pre-show. I told CEO, listen, if that KD thing happened,
watch out.
Bro, I'm gonna be unbearable, bro.
Make sure everyone tunes in because it's gonna be fun.
But you also made Kyrie Irving's short list as well. So
I'm good on that. But if KD happen, it's gonna be David Ruffin in the full 94. That's what's
so KD ain't going to those Sixers, man.
David Ruffin in the full 94.
I see Kyrie
Ruffin. I'm gonna call it's gonna be Wildress Ruffin, and I'm gonna give me a bow tie and everything every time I'm on here.
I see Kyrie before I see KD.
Nah, bro, we good on Kyrie, man.
Why? Tell me why.
Yo, I love Kyrie. But it's like having that one homeboy who like got all the connections, but fam ain't dependable. Like, nah, I take my chances on my own, big dog. Like, you know what I'm saying? I got a lot to say about you. I love Kyrie. I don't ever want to put my eyes on no man pockets. But if I'm KD, yo, you gotta run me the fade, big dog. You know what I'm saying? I left the Bay. You know what I'm saying? It's sundress season year round long. I'm in Tech Valley. I got mad money. It's pesto peas out there. And
Dynasty.
I came to Brooklyn. Came to Brooklyn, fam. You know what I'm saying? And you know, it's just not happening. Big dog grew out a whole afro and just got disrespectful.
Big fact. I think the biggest thing I love as I was watching Draymond's podcast, you know, he does the one man joint, you know, when he's not doing interviews and he spoke about KD making that move over to Brooklyn, and when he left Golden State, his statement he said, I think that was one of his biggest mistakes, and it wasn't. He was like, it's not even in the vein of like winning or doing whatever. You want to go play with Kyrie, that's fine. Like go do your thing, but the problem is that KD just wants to play basketball. It's what he lives, it's what he eats, it's what he breathes. And Golden State was the only place he could just play ball. And that's why he won. He get 2 finals MVPs, 2 rings. And I was just like, man, that makes a lot of sense because everywhere else he has to be the man. Right? Like KD, you got to lead Brook. Last 2 or 3 years, KD, please lead us. We remember the big toe against Milwaukee?
Mm-hmm.
Like, please. He was gassed. Golden State, you just had to be you, bro.
As KD, you wouldn't make that mistake if you wasn't gassed.
Big facts.
I hate that he felt, from what people were saying, I hate that he felt he needed to go somewhere else to lead. Like, fam, you're the best player in the NBA. You know what I'm saying? Bar none. Yeah. But the fact of the matter is, it was always going to be Steph's team only because Steph was drafted first. Like, that's the home son. But it don't mean you don't get as much love. Like, they're going to retire that man jersey whenever he retired. He played 2 seasons. I would love to see him stay there. And I know people are like, man, it's unfair. But seeing them play, it's like, man, it's magic.
It was beautiful basketball.
I mean, but let's be real. No injuries, just 3 rings. You know what I mean? Like that's they were so close. Like Toronto, not to take anything away from Toronto, Kawhi did his darn thing, right? But you know what I mean? But no injury. He's walking around with 3 rings, and you know it is what it is. So I'm like, yo, that's super dope. You know what I mean? So I absolutely love it, man. But look, we're gonna get to a whole lot of stuff, whole lot of things today. Talking about the draft, talking about the Knicks, talking about Kyrie and KD. You just got to taste of it. But look, I guarantee you, it's gonna be tough. We'll get into it, man. Here, 494 here on MTMV Sports, man. What's going on, family? Family, we are back in full effect. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling great. How are you? You know what I mean? That's the type of vein I'm in this morning. Also, I wanted to point out to the people out there watching, our fans, our core people, I've been made aware. I've been made aware, right? Watch the playback. Episode 30. I feel like I might have just been trying to do too many things in one day, man. I got up that morning. I had to lead worship for 3 services. We have rehearsal starts at 6:45 in the morning. So I'm up 5:30, get ready, head out there, do 3 services, catch maybe a few Z's in between services. But obviously, it was shown in episode 30, and your boy was trying to do too much. So I want to apologize to my core people who tuned into us for me nodding, these eyes getting real heavy on y'all, man. But I felt like I had to get out here and do it, and felt like it was doing too much. So I apologize. You won't see that anymore. Guaranteed, promise. I was made aware, and I got mad too. I got too much love for what I do and how we do it, and for the sport we talk about, to give you anything less. So let's get right into it, man. Draft day. We're 2 days removed. Is there anything that shocked you about the draft? And did it kind of play out? Let's talk first 10 picks. Did it play out the way we kind of thought it was, the way it would be when we're talking about what teams that we're going to go to, Detroit, Orlando, those type of things? Like what really was anything that stood out to you in those first couple picks?
The order, maybe, but other than that, I feel like we knew who was going to go the first. The 10 picks, especially 1 through 5. We
Big
knew.
Facts. Hey, check.
We knew at least 1 through 5 was going to be, drafted where they were going to be
Big
drafted.
fact.
It was really nothing surprising to me about the draft. Nothing that blew my mind. Like, wow.
Yeah.
Malika Holston was amazing. That
was big ups to Malika
Yeah.
Andrews, man, because she was the first woman to host.
Shout out to Title IX.
Shout out to what's going on. You already know, man. I'm excited about that. What's going on? Malika is absolutely great at her job, and she is definitely moving up the ranks, man. Shout out to Stephanie Swiss. I was concerned. God bless it, man. Look, I'm good, back in full effect. I love the concern, though. I appreciate that, for real. Well, look, did you think Chet was going to go number 1?
No.
You didn't think so.
The big shock for me was Jabari Smith Jr. not going number 1, because down here in Orlando, that's all everyone was talking about.
Yeah.
When Moncaro went number 1, it was kind of a shock, especially considering the fact that it literally, you saw people ready to buy Jabari Smith Jr. jerseys. Like they were talking him up on local news. I didn't think Chet was going to go number 1. I never thought he would. I think he's a great player, but I think the question about him, of course, is his size.
Yeah.
And then if you got a chance to watch the Duke Gonzaga game, Bancaro was bodying him. So
I mean, he needs body.
He definitely needs to get in that weight room.
He needs body. But when I tell you this, are we looking at him just as like KD came in, needed weight, and he was just like, all right, I ain't got to do nothing. I'm just going to be me and perfect what I do. You know what I mean? Like, are we looking at Chet to do something?
He's not KD.
I'm not saying he's KD. I'm saying he has the same
KD
weight.
came in with a different talent level than him.
Yeah. So do you think he goes, I need to perfect my shot. I need to perfect my 25-foot. Like, what does that look like? Because I mean, I'm sure he's heard that since what? Middle school, high school, when he started playing basketball. Like, I'm sure he said, hey, bro, you got to pick us a little weight. You're going to be tall. Or when he hit the growth spurt, it was like, hey, bro, like, we need to get some weight on you. Like, what does that look like? If you're like that, right? Because we expected KD to put some weight on. He never did. He just said, I'm going to be me. Do we expect the same from Chet just to be Chet?
He's a perimeter player. So I think he's still going to do fine in the league. I think he's going to have more of a dirt game than anything. But I don't think he's going to get too much bigger. I think over time he will. I mean, he's only like 19, so I don't want to put that kind of like stress on him either way. But I mean, he's going into a great situation. Like Oklahoma City really like set themselves up for the future. If SGA can stay healthy, like they're going to be great. Yeah, man, but his health is an issue though. Like if he can stay healthy. Like they're going to be a problem in the Western Conference. Honestly, my biggest surprise was that the Knicks didn't trade up for Jaden Ivey. I don't understand.
Are you surprised?
I know.
I
It's
am
Okay,
surprised.
look, we will talk. We're gonna get to what the Knicks pulled off. Starting at the number 11 pick when we're gonna have that conversation because right now it could go into a tangent. We could be absolutely crazy about what the Knicks did on draft day. So,
Yeah.
but I'm looking at Jabari, right? I'm looking
Mhm.
at we talked Jaden Ivey.
That's gonna be smooth over there, though. The
Well,
Rockets.
Yeah.
but Houston, I think Houston definitely made a good pick in
Mhm.
getting Jabari and what he did because you already got Jalen. You already have solid picks. They end up trading away. What's my man's name? He was the vet there. I forget
Ooh.
his name. I'm tripping. He got traded. He
Houston?
got traded on draft day.
Oh, Christian Woods.
Christian Woods. Yeah, but I will say this: Dallas is it's a nice spot for him. I like that. I like it. You don't like that?
I have to
It's
see.
not-
Let me see it. Let me see it
Yeah.
first. Like
Yeah,
It's not that I don't
good.
like Dallas. They're just kind of like a cluster of mess. You don't like you know what you're getting out of Luka. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? Spencer's going to show up from time to time, but there's not really an identity to Dallas outside of Luka. Like that's my issue with Dallas. Jason
Christian's
Kidd is
solid
like the
in the paint,
perfect
too.
coach. Yeah. Oh, Christian's solid. I just want to see an identity because everyone's like, oh, Dallas, but I want to see them actually have a full identity. I don't think that they have one yet.
Yeah. That makes sense.
Which is weird for a Jason Kidd team.
That's definitely true. You know exactly what the identity is and what their focus is on the court. Usually when they're getting led by Jason. So, I mean, but I like what they have going on there. The Christian Woods getting traded, but Houston picking up Jabari Smith. Like I definitely like that. And I think they ended up getting like a grade like an A or A plus and whatever they had. Like those are solid picks. Now Detroit Jaden Ivey, like Jaden Ivey has John Morant NBA comparisons. This is what people have been saying he has, and I'm thinking to myself like, why would you not? Because the issue with New York has always been, at least the last few years, has been a solid point guard, a solid person to lead that team and orchestrate the offense. RJ Barrett is a solid player to build around. To have him in the midst of your top players is going to be great. But to me, like, okay, we just gotta get into it because I feel like we're gonna just dance around this Knicks thing. So for those who don't know, the Knicks, I'm trying to not laugh. The Knicks had the number 11 pick going into the draft. There's a lot of talk about the potentially trading up, moving up. We talked Jabari, we talked Jaden, obviously, but they decided to trade out of the first round. This is to OKC, who already has a bevy of like picks already. When we talk about trading PG and talking about trading Russell Westbrook, like they already have like a bag full of picks. They trade out of the first round to get 3 future first rounders who are not even they're lottery protected picks at that, not like unprotected picks. Like if they fall out of the top 10, they may get the picks. But at number 11, you don't trade up, you trade out. And Leon Rose releases a statement. He releases a statement yesterday because he got all the smoke.
Bro, you know you did some trash stuff during the draft when you have to make a statement post draft to be like, listen,
look, guys,
I know y'all unsure, but this is what it is. No,
we're preparing.
Yes, it was terrible. But you maybe going in to think of it like as a GM or something. Maybe this season, looking at what team you do have or the picks that are available, maybe for what they're trying to build in New York, it's that this wasn't working. Like they know that this season is not going to be it.
Yeah. I mean, that was a white flag.
I get it. It was dumb. I'm not saying that.
But that's a white flag. That's like,
but I'm just saying, like sometimes, like, all right, we're gonna go in this year, do this with the draft, but is it really gonna benefit the organization this year?
Yeah. That's
so here's your concern, right? And I'm a Villanova guy through and through. When Jalen Brunson is your biggest focus, and you think he's gonna be the one to turn it around with Julius, right? Come on, yo. Like that's a problem.
I just think
that's a problem.
I think if you're looking at
vision that we're just not seeing.
I didn't think Ventura,
I'm Stevie Wonder blind to the vision. I don't see nothing.
Me neither. I'm just trying to help him out here.
So Ventura too.
Everybody was upset. I think that was the most upsetting thing of the drafts.
For Orlando?
No, for New York.
Oh, for New York. It doesn't make any sense. But you're talking about preparing for the good. But if you're talking about preparing for the future, you prepare with that 11 pick. And also, you don't even want Julius Randle. You don't want his contract. tag that number 11 pick in Julius Randle, and slide him up to wherever you're trying to go to get a Jabari, like to get a Jaden, or maybe you want to get with Chad. I don't know what you want. But you got to get somebody.
I'm sure they could have packaged that and something else to the Pistons and moved up the number for
it.
The Pistons was
you want Jaden, bro?
Pistons would have took it.
Jaden and to have Ja Morant comparisons at 6'4", 200, like that's solid. It's somebody you could put and pair next to RJ Barrett. And I just don't understand keeping Julius. Now he did say in his statement, look, we traded out of the first round. We know you may not like that. However, what that does is it creates a financial flexibility, right? That we can structure the players that we already have, be active in free agency, and get people. Now the statement for me in Leon's statement is active in free agency. People ain't trying to come to New York, bro.
Right.
Like,
I firmly believe
the draft.
I firmly believe nobody wants to play in New York because of James Dolan. Until James Dolan sells that team, nobody wants to play.
That's a fact. You need to
come on. You disrespected Charles Oakley. Charles Oakley's like a New York legend, bro.
Legend.
You can't disrespect him and do all the things that you do. And I like Tom Thibodeau, but I don't think Tom Thibodeau's going to be. The first thing.
He's not what the Knicks need, in my opinion.
The first thing you need to do is you need to bring in a different coach. You need to bring in a New York City coach. I say if it's not going to be Mark Jackson, you need to go check and see if Kenny Smith's trying to come out of that booth and do something. You need to make a big splash at coach to get somebody in there to change the culture. You need to package Julius Randle, go ahead and send him to Utah for Donovan Mitchell, and whatever else you got to do. Have RJ Barrett at small forward, Donovan at the 2, and then you get a point guard.
Let's go, Leon.
You're fine, yo. You got Mitchell Robinson already,
right?
Yo, I'm a 2K legend on my GM. You know what I'm saying, so New York can call me. I got the orange on already. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna do everything I can unless it's against the Sixers, but that's what it is.
GM will.
You have a lot of opportunity to do that. You know what I'm saying? If you want to go get Kyrie, go get Kyrie. You know what I'm saying? But you got to make some kind of decision. Doing what you did in the draft and then sending out like a message and apologizing in advance. Come on, that tells us that it's not what it is. And I'm kind of surprised because Leon is connected from what everyone says in the NBA realm. So how is it?
Goes to what you said earlier. You may be connected, but
yeah. That's the thing.
Got James Dolan.
I think that thing is crazy to me because I'm like, what does that really look like in terms of what are they trying to do for the rest of the season? Right.
As of right now, I can't really see.
Yeah, like we're gonna be active in free agency. No free agency probably giving y'all meetings right now. You needed to build through the draft, trade up, get Jaden, set up Jaden and RJ. You got Mitchell. Like, try to see what you can do. I make that pick, trade Julius, make that pick, and then I'm still active in free agency because now I have Jaden, I have RJ, I have Mitchell. I can build people want to connect to that.
People would want to come to New York
young core,
after that moment.
Maybe
Mitchell,
you give Jaden something. I mean, Jalen comes, right? Jalen just doesn't come to an empty team or trying to make, and you're not resting on Brunson to be like, hey, lead our team to the playoffs. Now you have Jalen, RJ, Mitchell, and now you can build on and say, hey, maybe you got an up-and-coming star. Maybe an up-and-coming person who has the talent needs to put the work in. Now you're like, all right, well, we'll come over here and we can build together. It's still one of the biggest markets, even as they've sucked for, all of these years. And in terms of like player, and you talk about player development, you talk about free agency, you talk about coaching, GM, owner. Like, there are a lot of things wrong with the New York Knicks, and we're talking about really trying to get them into a place of making something out of this season. You needed to trade up. You need to get Jaden or anybody who's going to make an impact on that team. Yeah,
Knicks ain't been right since Pat Riley left, and I know they went to the finals after Pat left, but that team still wasn't what you would expect after that. Like, they had like 1 or 2 seasons, but the Knicks ain't been right, and they keep trying to fill it with randomness. Like, bro, you ain't.
Why not
get
somebody now though? Why not? I'm preparing for the future. I'm gonna get 3. They got 3 future first rounders for trading out of the first round this year. Why are you waiting to build? That's the silly part to me.
trade them picks and go get you a superstar or a star in the making
Maybe.
and build around that. Go to Utah and you either gonna go get Rudy Gobert, or you gonna get Donovan Mitchell, one of them, and you can add them to it and just continue to build around that. RJ Barrett needs to be the number one player in that city. I like Julius Randle, but he's already shown that he can't really deal with the New York media, and everybody can't. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I understand it. If you're going to get Kyrie, you need to fleece the Nets. The Nets ain't got no picks, so you need to get Kyrie and probably together.
And maybe they turn this. People. Maybe we're sitting in a place and we're looking like the Knicks are about to do something crazy. Maybe they make a splash in free agency with them future first rounders. Who knows?
Don't nobody want to go there. New York basketball right now. New York basketball overall is a mess right now.
Okay, so what do you go? Julius Randle, another player, the number 11 pick, and you say, "Give me Donovan."
Yeah.
Would that have been a call? You'd have took my phone call. We could have started something.
If you would have, if that package was set up like that, that would have definitely.
We could have started somewhere with that. You know what I mean?
Started somewhere and eventually built somewhere to get you. But
I'd be like, Julius. I talked to you.
I just know
make the trade. Julius is like, "Hey, I'm really excited to be a Jazz," and he's like, "Don't leave New York. We're still about to trade you to get higher. So calm down."
There you go, and switch out the coach. I don't think Thibodeau is it, man. I don't.
It's hard for me to see that. But he needs his style of play is meant for a different team.
Yes, not this team. And
his talent level. Yeah, when you look back at Chicago in those years, it was hard nosed. You had the perfect player in Derrick Rose to kind of lead that squad and make them great. Joel, like when Joel was at his peak, he wasn't giving you 20 points a game, but he was solid. And he was a Draymond, right? Like he's a solid big part of this team, but we're not looking for him like offensively to give us 30, 40 points a game. I mean, you have a 30 or 40 point spot. Like you look at those teams, and that's what Thibodeau is good for. Like he needs the right personnel. I just don't think this team is right for him currently for them to be successfil. And that's the thing for me, you know what I mean? So
New York need to what they say, New York need to sage their whole city because it ain't looking good for you.
GM to the coach, to the players, to the everything.
That's a big fact though. When you look,
if you want to start over, that's how you start over.
Yeah. That's for me. Like even after the Warriors winning the championship and them understanding, like putting everyone on notice, we have the best culture in the NBA. Like if you want to flourish and be great, come here. Who really was talking about Andrew Wiggins before this trade?
No one, because he just wasn't doing what he was doing. He did not give us the Andrew Wiggins that we're used to seeing.
He still got the bag.
No, he still got the bag, but as playing on the court, it wasn't the explosive Wiggins that we're used to. His baseline jumper was absolutely amazing, and then everything just.
But Jimmy Butler said he loved him. So if Jimmy give you that stamp of approval, then you good. So we know who the issue was in Minnesota.
Yeah, I definitely think the problem was
the issue now.
Facts, right? They wanted Andrew to be more than he was. You know what I mean? Like Andrew he's not a number one option, but he's a solid 2-3.
I think coming into the league, he could have been.
He could have been, but they don't develop players in Minnesota.
He could, right? That's the issue. He didn't have a vet or nothing like that.
Yeah.
So that was the issue. But he thriving now out here winning championships.
I mean, I think they definitely got something going on in Minnesota, right? Like they got something they can build on.
With who?
But you still got D'Angelo, you still got Karl Anthony Towns, who's the young gunner.
You said the name. He has no.
What do you mean? You don't like Cat like that?
Let's keep it a buck.
I don't.
Let's
like
keep it a buck,
like
right? Cat's not. He went through a lot. Cat got the skill set, but Cat don't have what they say. Cat ain't got that dog in him.
He don't, not at all. Only against AD.
He got the dog when he played the Kentucky.
He be giving AD the
That's what I'm saying. He only plays like that against AD. Like
if he plays like that 82 games, bro. Like
it'll be a problem. He'll be a problem.
But you got to think like having a piece. There's something you have to do when you have players. You still have D'Angelo. You still got Karl. You still got Anthony. Like you keep
saying, hold up. You keep saying D'Angelo, but D'Angelo is
he's a piece. He's a 3. He's no number 1. He's
D'Angelo
3.
one night will give you 30, and then the next night give you 8 points.
Maybe 4.
Not 4.
Like,
4?
D'Angelo's a shooter, but he's a liability. He's not somebody you can be like, oh, okay, you're gonna be our second leading scorer, which most nights he would have to be, because Karl Anthony Towns might give you like 6 points in 4 rebounds and 6 fouls in 22 minutes. So like you got to be prepared for that. Like,
what y'all do about like this?
I like Cat, but
y'all dragging my
fam talk too much to be out here just getting like smoked like that on a consistent basis. Like,
Crispy, I'm not angry. I'm so happy to be back. Maybe it's my computer, and I'm still looking the fact that I look like Kyrie, you know. So that's probably why I gotta play
You're
the
not
part.
Angry, Crispy. What's good, family man? Hey man,
constantly got that Rick James aura from the Chappelle Show joint. That's why.
Big fire.
My best friend. Wait. Happy birthday, best friend! I love you so much to the moon and back. So everyone wish my best friend a happy birthday. Ulysses.
Happy birthday, Ulysses.
Nah, I ain't doing it, man. Ulysses know we got beef, bro. Until Ulysses come on, yo, happy birthday, big dog. But until he come on, yo, we got beef, because I need to know more about that.
Hey, and shout out to Crispy, man. I don't know if a lot of people know the type of support that he gives and the part of the team that we're on. We're all part of one team, and Crispy just he keeps the funny, keeps the comical comments coming, man. But he supports straight up, man. So Crispy, appreciate you, big dog, for
Crispy,
real.
I'm gonna get a shirt that says Crispy Donuts, and I'm gonna have Carrie in the back.
I love it.
Yo, Crispy came for me last week because I had on my Jackie Robinson hat, and I ain't thinking anybody was gonna call me out. Yo, he
called you
me out.
Crispy be the one to call you out all the time.
Crispy see it all.
My hat's still fire. I don't take it back, but I was like, dang, like, he ain't have to do me like that. But it's all good.
All right, so aside from Karl Anthony Towns not being the guy, not having that dog, I feel like Anthony Edwards got that dog though. So I mean, are we good? But you're pairing him with Karl, and
he gonna have that same dog when he goes to the Hawks in like 2-3 years. You call it what you
watch
want,
out, man. But then Pat Bev comes on, and they made the playoffs.
I know, we remember the celebration.
Hey, look, man, that celebration is worth it, man. They ain't snipped the playoffs in a minute. They ain't snipped the playoffs in a minute, man. You know what I mean? Like that.
If you think next year they are not going to be giving Pat that extra business for all that talk he did on ESPN, he might as well just go to the booth now, because it's over. They ain't going to give him 70 at least one game.
I mean, somebody gonna give him something.
Someone's gonna give him.
He was talking heavy.
He was talking
heavy. Out the gate. You know what I mean? It wasn't even like a Pat Bev, welcome to the booth. You know, welcome to
he got in there and was like,
I'm here. Analyst.
I'm gonna keep it a
buck.
If Chris Paul come in and give him a triple-double, he got to retire after the game.
Chris Paul got to give him the business.
No more.
Chris Paul got to give him the business. You know what I mean? I love it. Shout out to you, Ulysses, man. I'm off every other weekend, but I'm on the week after. What's good? Talk to us. But we got 2-week hiatus, so coming back after the 2 weeks, you got to be on that first show, dude. What's happening? We'll make it happen.
Yeah, because we got to hit those lists, man. We got this time. We still got to hit them lists.
You know what?
And C was gone when we was talking that top 10. I feel like C need to come through with that list, but I'm not gonna bring.
Oh, I have my list. They're in there. I didn't forget. We just never got to it. My list.
Do you have your top 10
in every position
after Steph wins? Top 10 all time.
Oh, I didn't. It was before Steph, but I'll go back and change it.
Okay. Book it. I'm all. Did
you tell me you seen Shannon and Skips?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that makes sense. I think Brown was like number 9 on.
He drives me crazy.
Skip
I think he hates LeBron. I think he gets paid to talk about LeBron. I think he gets paid to discredit LeBron, because we could be talking about someone else. But LeBron wouldn't do that. Like, what? We're not even talking about
y'all like it one way, huh?
No, listen. I don't talk about Bron when the doors is open.
Yeah, Skip is like the opposite. He looks for moments to crap on LeBron. He's like, oh, but LeBron wouldn't have. I'm like, bro, Come on,
Miles bring
relax.
up Brian every chance.
No, I don't.
You can ask Miles for like his favorite recipe.
Speaking of
like,
LeBron, and speaking of the best, all I know is Kyrie better not come there.
I'm amid the Kyrie drama. Let's hop right into that. Kyrie, the Kyrie talk between Kyrie and the Nets have not been able to agree on a number for salary, extension, max, whatever you want to call it. Whatever they're doing, they're not growing. They're not good together right now. They're not meeting in the right spot. This has sparked a lot of controversy, and Kyrie ends up releasing a list of the teams that he wants to be a part of. That included teams like the Lakers, the Clippers, the Knicks, 76ers. I think even the Mavericks made that list as well.
Go to the Knicks.
Who won? Okay, this is the question. So, me understanding for people out there watching, I'm a diehard Laker fan. C is a LeBron fan, so she's a Laker fan now because he's a Laker. Now, my thing is, and Will's a 76ers fan. Both of our teams made that list of the short list for Kyrie.
None of us
and all of us don't want it. Now, let's see. What Ulysses talking about? Said Westbrook came for Skip.
Oh, he did. He did. Skip
said, watch your mouth. Watch your mouth. If you're not gonna say it to me in my face, don't say it at all. And I appreciate Russ for coming. Stand on your two, man. 10 toes down. Kyrie to LA is gonna happen. Ulysses, I can't.
Where's he gonna play?
I don't understand it. Are you taking $6 million from LA? Are you gonna be on a revenge tour? Like, I don't understand. You're giving up. You have $36 million on the table. If you don't opt in, you're gonna try to go and find that money elsewhere. Right now, he has the I think it's till what? Today's the 29th. Saturday, 29th. So 4 days to opt in to $36 million contract.
Status of vaccination status or whatever he's gonna do.
He's not getting 36 from anybody.
But he's not. But is he gonna
opt in and get your money, bro?
Thing? That's why he didn't play in the beginning.
His only avenue to where he is a sign and trade. Opt in, sign, and then do a trade.
The one thing I can appreciate is he stood tall on how he felt. You know what I'm saying? Even with the money on the table, he stood tall on how he felt. And I respect that. I respect everything he does off the court. My issue is, you recruited your homeboy to come to this city.
Facts.
And now, you got teams, like, you talking about going to other teams, dog? Like, I just don't see it. Now, the only team that's willing to take him...
Don't forget that.
I know. I'm waiting for KD to say he want to leave. So
he on the same time, same energy. What's up?
So we can go ahead. So Darren Moore can go ahead and just shoot the farm off. So we can go ahead and get that boy to Philly. Because I'm telling you,
Not talking
you see
about
C's face right now. You see C's face. I'm being unbearable,
bruh.
Ain't nobody come to see you, Otis. I'm gonna be unbearable.
This is what we're gonna deal with every Saturday.
Nights like this.
I wish like you don't have.
Drops would fall.
Let's say KD comes to Philly. Let's talk it out.
It's a wrap, big dog.
KD comes to Philly, right? And you put KD, Tyrese, Joel. I still think Tobias, but
you can't. Tobias will have to go. Unfortunately,
that makes sense. Yeah, he has a max deal, so he has to be included in that. This is my thing, though. I don't think you don't get room to talk because KD came there. They got to win something first, and not saying a championship, but just solidify. I need to see winning time. You know, what
big dog. Hold on. The best in an NBA, the best overall player in the NBA. You mean to tell me that you believe that the Sixers won't win that championship?
Okay, no. First off,
who's the best player you talking about?
He said best overall player. That makes no sense.
Best overall player in NBA.
Best scorer
is Kevin Durant. No, best overall player in NBA is Kevin Durant.
You can't sit there and say he's the best overall player if he got swept in the first round.
Big facts.
He got swept in the first round. Big dog.
Big dog was like, I'm sorry. He got swept.
He was tired.
Bring the smoke.
He was tired like Miles was last week. You know what I'm
saying? I
respect that.
You have Kyrie Irving with you playing one game against Boston Celtics. No, he's not. No, sorry. All that talk right now.
You have to consider
that talk right now. He got swept.
You have to consider the fact that he essentially did it by himself after burning himself out
so
to get them in the
player all around. He could have got one win by himself.
Big fact.
One win. That's all I'm saying.
Hey, yo, best overall.
No.
Y'all you would be dragging Bron right now if he did that. You know you would.
Sorry. I mean, I would drag Bron either way, but the fact that trust me, that doesn't count. Hold up. When KD did I not come on here and say, yo, Bull need to do better? He got, you know what I'm saying, he got swept. But the fact of the matter is, if KD goes to Philly,
I agree.
That ain't happening. That's not happening. You got Joel Embiid down on the block. You got James Harden, who, even though people saying he washed, is going to give you 22, 10, and 8 a game. You got Tyrese Maxey. KD is coming there. We winning 3 chips. And I'm telling you right now, I'm gonna have my Kango hat on.
By himself, Stephanie, but I guarantee you, Bron would have never got swept in the first round.
I'm gonna have my Kango hat on. I'm coming on the show every week.
Bron can't do it by himself, but he would have never got swept in the first round.
Okay, Mom. Hold on, Mom. Don't be out here talking all that, because now you making their conversation better than mine. You, my mother, play your part.
We love you, Mom. But
love you, Mama.
Yeah, I mean, and that is the truth, yo. Like,
he got hurt, so he chose Brooklyn because KD doesn't get hurt. Because if KD doesn't get hurt, Kyrie would have went to the Knicks. KD never wanted to go to Brooklyn. I mean, I agree. I feel like the Knicks thing was like, I mean, I thought the Knicks thing was happening, right? Like,
at the end of,
I thought it was.
They didn't want to. Apparently, neither one of them wanted to go to the Knicks. From what KD said, they didn't have any plans on it.
Yeah, that's big fact.
Nobody wants to play for Dolan.
I remember the interview.
At the end of the day, KD made his own bed, and it sucks.
That's a fact.
Like, it's trash.
You're right.
No, he wouldn't have. No,
he got swept.
No, he wouldn't have.
He would have
got swept too.
You mean being a basketball?
Hold on. Wait a minute. Hold on. So you telling me the same LeBron that on the West Coast couldn't get to the playoffs with Anthony Davis and the team that he made up was going to go get 1 or 2 with Brooklyn, who basically don't even have that?
You say Anthony Davis, who payed 30 games?
I don't care what y'all listen. Y'all was geeked up about Anthony Davis season ago.
When he was
healthy, that same energy 24/7.
When he's healthy, he is.
The fact of the matter is, Brian would have been in that same position. That Brooklyn team was not built to win, regardless. And I kept him.
But you have KD. But people, the problem I have is when
you know what, I'll see you in the smoke.
People say that. Oh, they weren't set up for this, but you have KD, who's considered the all-around player, the best player on the planet in so many people's eyes, and then you have Kyrie, who's one of the best scorers that this game ever seen. You mean to tell me you couldn't even win one game? That's BS. I'm sorry. I don't care what team was mental. That was trash. If you made it to the playoffs one game, that's all I'm asking.
In the name of Derek, I'm gonna say this. Boston was on a mission.
No, clearly
nobody.
Like I said,
nobody was.
That's amazing.
Trust me. After the NBA Finals, they still don't work. So you can keep that. But Ume, Nia Long's boyfriend, which I'm still hating on.
You should be hating on him.
He got that team to where they needed to be defensively.
He got one against.
He's a master, yo.
Bro.
No, he did. No, he did real good. Like. What he did, coach, I don't want to say it. Wait, I know Sudoku. That's how I remember his name. So, listen.
Yo.
Yes, because if you think of Sudoku and then the guy's name, however you pronounce it, rhymes.
Hey, Ulysses talking heavy, bro. He talking heavy, bro.
Tell him that.
He gonna win it on 2K?
Oh,
listen,
that's the only place that's happening.
I cannot wait. If that happens, I would love the spicy. But
the LA Clippers, hold on. The LA Clippers are coming back. Denver's about to be extra healthy. Yo, I'm not even finna do this week. Ulysses said that Russell Westbrook was. No, absolutely not. Mute that man.
I don't think y'all win with Doc. I'll say that.
Oh no, I agree with that.
We agree on something.
If KD comes. If KD comes, I kind of feel like KD negates Doc.
Yeah,
I win either way.
With James Harden there, that's going to work.
So here's the thing, and I've been seeing video of James Harden work out. I still believe, I still want to give him a full season, healthy in a place that he wants to be, to see what's going to happen before I make the determination of where he ranks. Now, if he comes back and he's on a mission, and Tyrese comes back, and
I'm
Tyrese
excited
is
for
good.
Tyrese.
We just got Melton, which I think is great. I want to see what we end up doing with the bench. I think there's a great opportunity there.
Yeah.
I'm never going.
And then I'll be like, oh, let's go Sixers because
Yo, Doc kind of talked too much towards the end of the season. Like Big Fella gave us every reason as to why he wasn't the reason why his teams was losing like that. So
I won today, huh?
you peep what she said earlier though,
bro.
She said she wants all the smoke. I know that.
Where you think you get your gangster from, big homie?
But your kid is always 10 times worse, man. I don't know what it is. I'm not even paying that no mind.
Said, man, no one come out the East and Brown doesn't lead the East.
How? Like why do we keep saying this?
You know the history. You know the history. We know the history.
He built this team every year to do it. It's like playing 2K. LeBron was playing 2K when he was East. He built his team every year, bro.
My thing, though.
I'm not trying.
Why do you hate that so much? Tell me why you hate it so much.
Here's the thing. I don't hate LeBron, but I feel like
because it seems like the Sixers are trying to build a team right now to win too. So, what's the problem?
There's a difference between the team trying to build and your best player being the whole GM. That's the difference.
So that's just
Kyrie. It's not what I think. Kyrie even came out and said it during the I Am Athlete podcast.
He wants to go back with Bron though. But he wants to go back with Bron.
So now we trust in Kyrie's logic. I'm not trusting him. Now we 100% on Kyrie's logic.
You're saying even Kyrie said he's the GM, but Kyrie wants to go back with the GM.
I tell you what. Go ahead and take him in LA.
I don't want him in LA.
Nah, we good.
And let AD and Kyrie play a combined 35 games during the season, and then we revisit this conversation later.
I don't want Kyrie.
And talking in the vein of 2K, you talked about yourself being the GM, like playing in my GM. I'm on my GM right now, 22. I got the Lakers, and everybody gone. I traded Russell. I traded AD.
Wait, who did you trade Russell for?
And let it be known, I traded LeBron too.
Who did you trade Russell for? I want to know.
I will tell you this. The crazy thing is the Clippers took Russell.
And
I gave them Russell. I think I gave them Russell and I forget who it was, but I ended up getting PG out the deal.
Oh, absolutely not.
I said I'm taking it.
She said absolutely not.
Absolutely not.
I ended up getting. I traded AD. I got Victor Oladipo and Bam for AD. I said, y'all can have them. Thank you.
That actually sounds about right.
Because the thing about the team, like even when you're looking at building in my GM 2K in the real life as well, you have to build a cohesive team. I don't need 3 scorers. You know what I mean? I don't need three of the top 10 players in the league. I need a team because if you know anything about 2K and my GM, them folks will get mad about the minutes. Hey, bro, I feel like I should be. I had one cat. He was like, man, why is he in front of me? I should be playing. You know what I mean? Like I don't understand that.
If you traded Russell Westbrook for PG though, I think you probably had it on rookie when you started because there's no way possible.
I didn't trade the two. No, I traded it was like a first rounder, Russell, and another player, and they all. So because what I do is I don't go out and what I do first is I do the trade finder. So I make these two people available, and I just start going. I wonder what they offer. Oh, okay, bet. And then I say, okay, I see what they're offering. Let me go try to get this player to see what it is and what I got to do. You see the valid, invalid trades or whatever. I love it, bro. But that whole team, there's nobody on it. Like Bron, Westbrook, and AD are all gone.
That trade finder is clutch. I traded Tobias Harris for Chris Middleton and somebody else, and we
know
won the
what?
championship.
I got Chris Middleton for. I forget who I got him for, but I on the team right now, I got SGA, Chris Middleton, Bam, and I forget who's in my middle, but it was solid for trading those 3 guys. I got a solid squad. I think right now we're like 14-5, 14-6.
You're a trader though.
Well, I knew Bron was gonna walk, so I was like, I'm gonna trade him now. He was gonna
see. Look. See, you know y'all in here trading on each other.
And you see that?
Don't hate just the hype. KD had that back off support. Things would be different. I can say the same thing for KD. I can say the same thing for Bron. That's a valid statement.
I'm just gonna put it out there. KD should have never left Golden State.
Facts. There's nobody in the world who disagrees with that statement.
Not all.
If I got the baddest girl in the world and y'all telling me, oh, I'm a punk because she take care of me. Well, listen, okay, I'm a kept man. All right,
big fact.
all right.
So my cat
I'm
is
good.
buzzing, bro.
Usually people that do have the baddest woman in the game.
I'm good. I ain't going nowhere. You know what I'm saying? I'm not about to Eric Benet my way out of a championship. It's just not gonna happen.
We get Kyrie, AD, Bron for 60 games. They win the championship. I don't know about that.
On 2K only.
Ulysses,
on 2K
I don't know
only.
about that one, bro. I gotta trust Kyrie. That's hard, and I gotta trust they need to be healthy. Here's
the thing, right? And I hate to say this because I don't want to put it out there like that. You still have to take into account that they did win that championship with AD in the bubble.
Okay,
in the bubble.
Let's say this. Because
I'm not taking away from Bron, but I'm just saying you won with AD in the bubble.
I understand what you're saying.
Bubble boy.
The reason we got that championship was not only mental toughness and Bron having his team prepared. We got months off for Bron and AD to get healthy. That was the mistake.
These are the kind of comments that make me question everything about what you think about basketball. My bad. Go ahead.
Look, this is.
I agree with them, so I don't agree with that overall player statement.
But I think that was the part that sparked the whole argument. You like best overall player. I was like, hold on a second. Let's come back. He's the best scorer in the league.
Hold on. Period. So overall skill, y'all telling me if you got the number? Well, of course y'all would because y'all LeBron stands. Overall skill, I'm not taking LeBron ahead of Kevin Durant. If you get 10 people, and I feel like we need to get a poll somewhere. If you get 10 people and ask them 10 people, who are you taking first in the ultimate draft? Are you taking LeBron James or are you taking Kevin Durant?
Let's put it on I'll put it on the Facebook page today.
Mm-hmm.
I'll make the poll and I will see how they respond. In the ultimate draft, are you taking Bron or KD first? And we will see what they say. Now, I will say this though. To me, though, when you're talking about skill, shooter, scorer, 2 or 3 go-to moves on getting on people's first steps, right? I don't know what else to talk about his game.
So let's keep it a buck, right? Let's keep it a buck, right? Overall scorer, KD, hands down. Defense, LeBron is not known for his defense. KD learned to play defense in Golden State. I'm taking KD on. I'm taking KD defensively. Taking KD defensively.
That's crazy.
This man is a 7-foot Steph Curry. You know, the same Steph Curry that beat LeBron in them championships. This is a 7-foot Steph Curry who can literally shoot and do anything that he wants.
When Kyrie Irving hurt his knee.
Don't talk heavy like
let me ask y'all one question, right? Game on the line, and you got 2 free throws to make. Are you taking LeBron or are you taking KD? Go ahead and lie to me.
I'm taking LeBron James. I'm never going against.
You're taking LeBron James?
Yes, I am. I'm not gonna. I'm a LeBron fan. In my eyes, LeBron is the best player in the world, and in my eyes, there's no way. I'm taking LeBron over KD. Yes, I am.
Listen, Allen
got swept in the first round, so no, I don't want that.
Allen Iverson is my favorite player of all time. But if you ask me if I'm taking Allen Iverson or MJ to make a team, I'm taking MJ. I'm not about to show that blind loyalty.
Why are you and your mother on the same energy, right? I don't understand y'all.
Bro, because my mom's smart. Because mom's smart.
I got mad love for y'all. What overall skill?
Like that's what I'm saying. Like what is it that
LeBron is a great facilitator. I give you that. That's the only thing that LeBron is better than Kevin Durant.
That's it. Opinion.
What else is he better? He's not better in defense.
Yes, he is.
He's not a better scorer. Hold on. He's not a better scorer. In the clutch, Miles just admitted he's going to take KD over LeBron.
I said for the free throws. I didn't say for clutch.
That's a clutch gene. In the last 2 minutes of a playoff game,
that just wasn't the question you asked.
In the last 2 minutes, I said
KD. That's it.
Okay, that's a clutch gene, my boy. You know what I'm saying? There's no skill. Tell me a skill that LeBron is overall better than KD in. Just like leaps and bounds.
Facilitator, playmaker.
That's it.
So that's it. But what KD has over Bron is scoring. And it ain't KD. Everywhere Bron has gone, teams have gotten better. Can we say the same for KD?
No, teams have not gotten better. He came in and he created the teams. The teams didn't get better just because of him.
He must be good at it. He wasn't even
the best.
8 straight finals. He must have been good at what he was doing.
It's Saturday. I smell biscuits cooking. I'm not about to let y'all do this to me. I'm not, man.
8 straight finals. He must have been doing some good picking.
That's my thing. Like, I think, do you guys forget that?
With all due respect, y'all keep bringing up these 8 straight finals. He got there. He got there.
But my thing was, okay, you're talking about the time when against the Warriors.
Wait a minute. What is she talking about?
You heard her?
When the
Mom, don't embarrass me.
He did. When the Warriors beat them, Matthew Dellavedova, Kevin Love, or was
took him 6 games.
When he had Matthew Dellavedova, Kyrie Irving hurt his kneecap in game 1.
He about to be the all-time leading scorer because he started playing when he's 15. I'm not trying to hear that either. Okay, so
somebody who's not a scorer.
Right. So here's your conversation. Here's your conversation on that Cavaliers team, right? Let's also remember, had he not gotten Draymond kicked out of the game, that whole series goes a totally different way.
That's a totally different year.
Hold on. Okay, that whole series goes a totally. That's the year that they won.
I can't talk potential.
That's the year they won.
I'm talking about when they Warriors won.
Oh, 2015.
LeBron took them by himself.
6
he
games.
had Matthew Dellavedova. Who is that? Kyrie Irving hurt his kneecap in game one? He had needed surgery.
No,
but you're talking about that KD is the best player all around.
Okay,
let me ask you.
Okay, hold on. Pause. Let me ask this question, right? So you brought up that one where he lost. What about the other ones he lost? What about the one he lost in Dallas?
Huh? The Dallas is a
hold up. What about the other ones? What about the other ones he lost against
against KD?
What about the other ones he lost against Golden State?
Come on, bro.
LeBron has always been bet on. LeBron has never been. No, no, bro, no. Bring him on the show. I need him here. Listen.
KD does not defend. What games are you watching?
He defended in Golden State, though.
Exactly. He
learned
to defend in Golden State. He learned to defend in Golden State. You saw he was defending in Brooklyn.
He didn't play with Golden State last. No, he did not.
Okay, so look, I think he was there 3 years, right? 2 championships and 1 possible repeat, but the Toronto thing or injury in Toronto. I think his defense. Speaking of what you're talking about, Will, I think his defense gets a spotlight because of the culture and the system that he's in Golden State. Now, in OKC, I need you to score, right? I need you to score buckets and go get us points. So my focus wasn't on the defensive side of the ball. Now, when I go to Golden State, I have Steph, I have Clay, and Draymond can play make. Now I can play both sides of the ball because I'm not exerting 110% of myself on the offensive end. Now he is back to that in Brooklyn. So
he's still got to defend it. He's still got to defend in Brooklyn.
He has to defend, but
he's proven that in Brooklyn.
But I'm saying not to the extent to where he had all those pieces where he didn't have to be.
But he still does it.
I didn't say he doesn't.
But he still does it. And whether y'all like it or not, as great as LeBron is, LeBron should literally be the top defensive player every year the way y'all build him up. And he's not. He is a liability on defense.
Like you, everybody hates LeBron.
Luka Cook. No, I don't. But see, that's the thing. Y'all say I hate LeBron because I hold him accountable. Y'all don't hold him accountable. You know what I'm saying? LeBron was out here getting cooked by Luka on a consistent basis. They were calling isolations on LeBron all last year. LeBron is not the defensive player that y'all want to make him out to be.
I didn't say he is now.
Can he facilitate?
We're not speaking right now.
Is he one of the greatest of all time? Of course. But this narrative that y'all have created. Come on, bro.
No, you said KD, you opened the doors for this because you said KD was the best all-around player.
And he is the best all-around player. No, if there's a draft today, you know what? I'm gonna put the poll in there. No, this is what we need to do, right? Since you on 2K, right? We literally need to have a full 94 draft, right? We all draft a team, let Miles simulate it. I'm telling you right now, each time KD's team is gonna come out on top. LeBron is great. But LeBron is a liability. Until you are ready to admit that,
LeBron is not a liability.
It's not going to happen. You know what I'm saying?
Are you talking about on defense?
Really, KD's a liability.
On defense, LeBron is a liability
in the first round. I can't get over that until.
Hold up. He's 37. Here we go again. I don't care nothing about him being 37. Y'all want that smoke? He gonna get that smoke at 37 too. Tell Buddy to get off the court if he don't belong on there. You know what I'm saying?
NBA season is coming back in October.
And here's the thing. You keep talking about him getting swept in the playoffs. Bron wasn't even in the playoffs. Okay, Bron took an early vacation this year. I'm not trying to hear it. If Bron is as great as you say he is, Bron should have got them to the playoffs without broke leg AD and without Westbrook playing how he should have played. So I don't want to hear that either. LeBron didn't even take them to the playoffs. Okay, so that conversation is gone too. At least they got to the Nets weren't even in. The Nets weren't even in, and KD got them to that play-in. Where was Bron at? Oh, I remember they lost. I think the last 4 or 5 games, and they got put out of the play-in.
They sure did.
Ain't nobody come to see you, Otis.
Yeah, okay. We'll see. We're going to see. We're going to see when he goes to the Sixers next year and they still lose.
I am happy you are back, but I want all the smoke with you because I had smoke with you before you left.
CSPN,
I had smoke with you before you left.
I love it.
I'm back. You know me. I'm back for it.
CSPN is the GOAT, but Wildress Ruffin is here. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not even trying to hear it.
Oh man, I absolutely love it. Look,
Wildress Ruffin in the full 94 when Katie go to Philly.
Everyone tuned in. Make sure you're ready for the full 94 draft because we're all doing one.
We're gonna do that.
When Katie go to the Sixers, I'm telling you right now,
they
can't tell me nothing. I'm LL Cool J. I'm bad when it happens.
You have to make sure. But my thing is, you can't tell you nothing. You better make sure they win. You better make sure they win.
I'm there. I'm there. I know some people in Philly that'll break KD legs if he don't do the job.
James Harden is a liability, a big one.
Hold on, wait now. I ain't never defended James Harden.
I know, but like I said, keep him over there. He goes over there, you're not winning.
But when you got Joel down there, nothing matters, man. You know what I'm saying? That's all that's gonna matter.
Got Joel down there.
Nothing matters.
I ain't taking away with Joel.
We'll never back down.
I can never do that.
Never.
That's
I
a
can
fact.
never
I'm saying
from what Embiid does. No. He's the greatest.
Oh. Yeah, right. Okay. That's not the case,
so
but
you
tried it.
That friend will be on the show.
Ulysses can't because combined the Sixers KD got more rings than Bron either way.
I might have to travel to where best friend is, so we're there at the same time. And
there you go.
Fact.
So I can get y'all the smoke in the same screen. I want it all. You know what I'm saying?
Oh man, don't speak that on the Ulysses. Don't speak it on the Sixers, bro. Look, man.
Listen, I'm not paying attention to nobody that said Russell Westbrook was a top 10 point guard of all time. That's your only argument right there for you. That's all I need to say. I rest my case.
Oh yeah, we need him on, guys. It was a great show. I missed these.
This is what you get from everything that's coming on. This is how you get it. We talk heavy here. So if you want to come and talk basketball, come talk to us for real, man. We want to hear it. We want all the smoke. Look, I am Miles Austin. Sports Talk with C here. Woodsy, how do you get in contact with you, big bro?
Mr. Teddy Farrell on Twitter. I'm talking that Paprika Talk at all times.
I think you should change your name to Wildress Ruffin.
I might have to.
I might have
to. You might have to coin that one, my boy.
You do. You might have to.
I'm putting that poll in the Facebook group today. So if you tuned in, I'm putting that bad boy in there. You know what I mean? Ultimate draft, who you taking first, Bron or KD? I want to see it. It may only be KD because they may be in the same vein that Will is. I do believe that KD has one thing over LeBron, and that is scoring. Nobody's touching him on that. However, in the next 2 years, Bron will probably be the leading scorer of all time. So I'll leave that there, leave it what it is.
He should be. He played 50 years in the league.
Let's talk with that's more impressive than me, my brother.
He played 50 years in the league
and still putting up numbers.
Going into year 20. What's good?
It's easy when you can buy stuff to fix your body on a consistent basis. I would hope so. And you know what's funny? You know what's funny?
Man, he spends $1 million on that body.
I'm a LeBron fanboy. Y'all come on here. Y'all make me hate LeBron, man. You know what I'm saying? So
I think the crazy thing to me is that we just disagree in such like elementary type stuff. The fact that you said KD's a better overall, I would say I would give you better score, no question. When you said overall, I was just like, hold on.
That's what
overall.
I didn't even say that.
So let me change it. Overall, I believe KD is a much better player. I can't take that away. I can't take that away. Okay. I'm saying I'm not going to.
I'm gonna let you have it, baby. You know what I mean? Mount Rushmore player, but KD's better than him. I feel you. Listen,
guys, tune in tomorrow to my show at 4:00. I will be talking all WNBA and of course the celebration of Title IX, celebrating 50 years. The episode will drop at 4:00 on YouTube as well.
Let's make it happen, man. Look, for those who tune in with us, for those who stay tapped in with us, we will be taking a 2-week hiatus from today. So the next 2 weeks we will be off. However, when we do come back, we're gonna come correct. You know what I mean? And that's what this 2 week hiatus is. We are so appreciative of the people that tune into us every week and the support, not only the 494, but the MTMV sports team as a whole. Sports Talk with C as well. Not the Same podcast, the Timeout and the Voice. Check that out as well. Make sure that make sure you are voting as well for the spins. Voices, the voice, our team on the Voice is up for Voice of the Year. We're up for best radio show, best morning radio show as well. Like go check it out. Go top in the votes,
podcast of the year. So make sure you guys go and vote for the squad.
Definitely got to, man. So look, we appreciate what y'all doing, how y'all tap in with us. We're gonna take these 2 weeks off and come back better, I promise, man. So we look forward to it. We're gonna do it. We're gonna have some fun with it. Sports Talk with C. I am Miles Austin. Woody, tell them. I don't know why I'm all over my words. Say it for me, Will.
It's William Teddy Farrell, but I'm Will just Ruffin from here on out. I'm about to change my name on here.
Thank you, bro. See, I love it. Will just Ruffin. I love it.
You gotta love it, man. Appreciate that, Moms. Appreciate it. We look forward to coming back for real.
Nah, yo, don't say thanks, Mom. Yo, she said she was taking Dennis Rodman, yo.
What do you think he slide through?
On 2K. On 2K. Oh, no. Every time Ulysses says something, you need to add on 2K because that's the only place that Ulysses is realistic.
Absolutely.
On 2K.
Absolutely love it, man. We're gonna keep bringing all the smoke, man. Y'all tap in with us for real. I'll see y'all in 2 weeks, man. It is the 494 here on MTMV Sports. Make sure you check out Sports Talk with C. And you got her going on her show tomorrow as well. She won't be stopping. 494 will be for 2 weeks. But I know C is tapped in. So make sure you're tapping in with us. Also, we will be
CSPN.
Heavy. Yeah, we will be heavy on social media these next 2 weeks. You got my word on that. So you want to connect and tap in with us, stay on there with us, and we're going to make this thing happen, man. I feel we got 2 more comments so we get out of here. Still taking
free Brittany Griner. Yo, ain't nobody paying attention to her, yo.
Man. Her being an honorary all-star, that was awesome.
And y'all ask me why I'm spicy because this is what I got to do.
That's where you go through. I love it.
Dennis Rodman.
She said this is where do you think you get it from, bro? I love it. I love it, man.
Better model, man.
Look, tap in with us, man. 494 on MTMV Sports.